Not coming off the back of a 500-mile walk. John O'Groats, that's for sure. She's amazing. Most amazing girl in the world.
And can you trust that you won't blow away in the wind?
And so we begin. Come down these bloody rock face here where you can break your leg on every single step, and we're back into this sort of crap. A gate with a worn out sign saying please close the gate, and a sort of 30-year-old Pennine Way acorn on it, and a crappy old bit of string. This is a badly maintained section of the Pennine Way, and I highly advise, unless you really love rugged walking, just there's nothing good about it. They have got a nerve calling this a gate. It's just an old plank. Look, this isn't funny anymore. This is not a Pennine Way. This is rock climbing. You can't rock climb with a camping backpack on. What a bunch of morons. Honestly, first of all, could we have come down this last night in the dark? With torches even? Look at this. How are we supposed to get? That's the top of a tree there.
GPS signal lost.
Yeah, GPS signal lost.
Instructions will be.
Is there another way? Is there another route? Oh, I hate this walk. So I'm going to leave my bag there and climb back out because this is too hard for Michelle. This is well, you'll see in a minute. This is rock climbing here with a backpack, and it's not fair on anyone but the super fit, to be honest. I certainly don't want Michelle coming down here with a big pack on. She'll come down at her own rate. Actually, I'm going to take this up as well. Just leave that there. That's just getting in my way. But I think this is shameful to say that the Pennine Way is an easy route, which is how it's described. When you've got stretches like this, which are frankly dangerous. I mean, you can do this with a sensible climbing gear, but with a 17 kilo pack, this is only for really fit people. Look at this. Hello. So I'll take Michelle's back down and she can make her way down. I'll watch her down carefully. Look, that's just where I left my jacket. Madness. She's not happy. She doesn't like me doing this, but you know, it's got to be done. And in all honesty, you take your stick, or do you want to come without it?
I want the stick.
I'm just annoyed with the creators of the Pennine Way. Trying to call this a proper, look at this. This is not a hike. There's a Christmas tree here and we're higher than, I could put the star on it. It's a 30-foot Christmas tree. I could put the star on without leaning out. Anyway, I'm going to turn this off so we can get down safely. See you on the other side. Oh, it's not filming.
It's better now. Down the worst.
I'm proud.
I never do it with a pack on though.
Proud of Michelle. This is. I didn't film that bit because it was too dangerous. Big reaches and hanging on rocks. But my lord, yeah, she's done it.
I haven't done it yet.
I haven't helped her down. She scrambled down herself, but you know.
I'm not very agile on rocks. I don't like doing this sort of thing. It's not my thing.
She hasn't got natural balance.
No.
Okay, again, turning you off. It's not safe till we get down. Haven't even got back to my jacket yet. At least the Scots had the decency to make the Devil's Staircase a sort of meandering walk up. Why on God's name would you go through that heavy section of rocks there? You know, you could easily make a nice little Devil's Staircase walk through here. That would be my suggestion to the morons that obviously clearly need suggestions, who look after and maintain the Pennine Way. Just make a meandering walkway up there. Create it. Yes, you might have to get off your asses and do something. Crying out loud. And now, warning, do not pass working operating machinery until indicated to do so. I think we're still going down, Michelle. This stile has seen better days. I'm not sure whether I'd like to stand on that, Michelle. Oh.
I'll go through the gate.
Oh yeah, just
the opening.
This part of the Pennine Way is just a wreck, honestly. It's as if no one's been on it for about 30 or 40 years. It's like an abandoned way that... It's ridiculous, honestly. I'd like the BBC to come up here and do a sort of romantic walk through this section of the Pennine Way and make it look beautiful. A little bit of dewy-eyed, soft focus. Even their woodland walks are worse than Scotland. I take everything back I say about the Scottish walks, badly managed. The Pennine Way, well, managed. Just a good example of a government that can spend trillions of dollars furloughing, shutting down a nation, you know, creating complete and utter havoc, and yet can't spend a few $100,000 and some contractors to look after a national heritage trail like this. And that's why the governments that you have at the moment, they don't deserve to have the jobs, the buildings, or the titles that they pretend to have. Strip them of them peacefully, and then take it back. This belongs to the people. There's enough money out there at the rate they spend it. So here is the Pennine Way. We've just done Bynes. We were over here in Jedburgh, so we didn't come from Kirkyeltham. Bynes, Billingham, across Hadrian's Wall. Oh, people said that Bynes, nothing to see in Bynes, and I think that's it. I think that's the whole of Bynes. Little churchyard, a couple of houses, and a main road, and no shops. I think there's a campsite here, but people have said it's not really that good. It's more like static homes. And Michelle, I think that's it. I think we're out. I think that's Bynes. So, next stop, and if the weather stays half decent today, and oh Lord, if they could just take care of the track in the next section. I've heard it's bad, so I'm anticipating the worst. Onwards. When people said the northern part of the Pennine Way is bleak, I think it's a polite way of the English saying it's shit. Nothing bleak about it, it's just crap.
I mean, actually, to be fair, if it had a good path, a very good path, it probably would be quite a nice walk, because the views are quite nice up there.
Yeah, it wouldn't even be bleak, it would be quite beautiful if they could maintain the pathways like they did on the cross-border drove trail, with, you know, crossing the waterways with small bridges, and just maintaining, even coming into Bynes there. I don't think I filmed it, but the public footpath in the town itself is a disaster. It's just, it hasn't been looked after for many many a year, and that's just laziness, and it's pretty much indicative of a lot of the walks that we've been on in the United Kingdom. There are some gems, and there are some, I don't know, you know, the government are happy to spend billions of dollars, even trillions of dollars on furloughing and bailing out banks. They can't chuck a couple of $1 million in a contractor to maintain something as beautiful and as important as the Pennine Way. Well, shame on them, and shame on you for tolerating these idiots. So what are we saying there, Michelle? That is that way, or that is that way? Coming out of Barnes, the markers aren't easy to find. This one's got a tree growing in front of it. They are on posts, so flimsy compared to the Scottish one. Sorry to bash on, that the actual stickers barely fit on there. They overhang. What a... It's my day to moan at England. I did it for Scotland at the beginning. Now I'm definitely doing it for England. If you can't get your act together, you don't deserve tourism, and you certainly don't deserve... No, I'm not having a go at the English, because, or the Scots for that matter, but they're useless governments. They're useless councils. At everything. I'm sorry, there's no level I think these people do anything good. I think we'll get out of the way. We were starting to go up there because we saw a sign on the gate. We've come to a Y junction, a very obvious. We came down this road. There's a dog crap bin, but nothing, no sign to say whether you should be going that way or that way on the Pennine Way. So I've had to consult the map again. But, oh Lord, so frustrating. It is this way. We should have known because of the puddles. And also, maybe the dog shit bin was a marker. Pretty much sums it up. So we had a little stop in this play area that was just here. A little dry off. The sun's out. The hike
Follow this way for 1.4 kilometers.
Thank you very much. The hike today is from Burness to Bellingham, and we've heard it's a bit rough. We just hope for the best. You can tell we've had a bit of rain. I'm not letting it excuse the path condition. Well, I know it would be in less condition, but I'm not letting the upkeep be an excuse. But you have had a lot of rain. Paths like this really should drain better, particularly when there's a river just there. And the real rain was about 2 days ago. And in addition to that, this is England. It's kind of renowned for rain, so it's not as if we're in Arizona where you say, oh dear, it's rained. It rains all the time here, so it should be better drained. I think people have gone up on the high there. You're not watching us getting drenched, so I'm putting you away again. It's a good start. Look at that sun, blue sky, hammering down with rain, and all the public toilets in the whole of England and Scotland are shut. So, got to watch out for the COVID. You never know when somebody might be in there having a COVID toilet. And it's not very often you can sit here and get a full solar charge whilst it's raining all around you. Creedence Clearwater Revival. Eat your heart out. This has been a long walk on this forestry track. It's all pretty much been uphill. We just met another guy walking. He's doing just the Pennine Way, but he said it's frankly pretty crap, the whole walk. It's really hard to get your enthusiasm up for these long walks when you meet nobody that's enjoying any of them. It's been a long walk, and looks like we're coming out of the forest at last. That is, what, must be an hour and a half. I don't know, maybe even 2 hours. Walking in that forest, hour and a half.
Now turn left.
Turn left, she says. Where would you rather be, Michelle? Would you rather be sort of up to your knees in bog?
Or on a hard top, let me think.
We are in Owens, which is actually the centre of the United Kingdom.